Hello, I am Jen Berger with the American Parkinson's Disease Association here in St. Louis. Got my Cardinal shirt on today. I'm so glad that you are here. If this is the first time that you worked out with me, I just wanted to say welcome. If you've worked out with me before, what do I say? I say welcome back. I'm so glad that you showed up today. Showing up is more than half the battle, and you've done just that. Now all we got to do is have a little fun. Work a little bit, have a little fun. You showed up to a level 2 class today. That's where we'll do a majority of the class standing up. You will notice I have a chair with me. I am going to ask that everybody has a chair today. In the previous workouts and majority of my workouts, I suggest you have a chair for a little added stability if we do some balance. But today we do have a couple exercises. Let's see how many exercises. 1, 2, at least 2 exercises that we're actually going to use the chair for. So I will give you a little bit of time at the end of my little announcements here to grab that chair, but you will need a chair and one that is not on rollers, one that's going to give you a little bit of added security. In fact, if we work really hard today, we'll even use that chair to stretch at the end. So you do need a chair today. You also need weights. I don't know if you read the description of this workout, but strength is part of that. So we are going to show up and do some strength exercises today. So you do need weights. I always just have my free weights here, but you can raise your pantry cabinet if you're at home and you don't have any weights with you. You can always raise your pantry cabinet, grab some soup cans, green bean cans. You can even grab water bottles. Just make sure that they're of equal weight on both sides. Speaking of water, you also need water. We're going to take some water breaks here. Hydration is super important before, during, and after the workout. In fact, it's important all throughout the day. So just make sure that you have water so that we can take some water breaks. We're going to be here about 50 minutes. That includes a warm-up, and then we'll stretch it out at the end, kind of thank those bodies for everything that they just allowed us to do. We focus on what we can do in these workouts. I know there's going to be some exercises that you may have a little trouble with. That's all right. Do the best job that you can. This is your workout, not anybody else's. So do the best job that you can on those. Water, weights, chair. Make sure the area around where you're working out is nice and clear of anything that may get in your way. We're going to be doing some front and back, some side to side work. I just want to make sure that you have room to do that. Last but not least, one of the silver linings to us working out together online is that you have a pause button that you can take an extra break, grab a drink, run to the restroom. Just kind of hover over my picture, I believe. You come up with a pause sign, or a pause symbol, so hit that pause. When you come back to me, I will be right where you left me. All right? You won't skip a beat, I promise. All right, I think we covered it. If you need to grab any of those things that we talked about, now's the time to hit that pause button. Come back to me when you're ready, and we'll get started on this warm-up. I like to start my workouts and end my workouts the same way. That's with 2 deep breaths. We go in through the nose, fill up the lungs, stretch out that diaphragm, and then exhale it out through your mouth. 2 deep breaths. Let's go right here. In through the nose, all the way up. Nice big stretch up top. We're just getting those bodies warmed up, so be kind to them. And then as if it's your birthday, blow out those candles by exhaling out through the mouth. Second one here, in through the nose, all the way up. Nice big breath. And then exhale it out through your mouth. Y'all, those are such cleansing breaths. Use those throughout the day. You feel that heart rate coming up, and you just kind of need to relax, and you kind of need to set that mind straight. Take those deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to go ahead and start with this warm-up. Feet hip width apart. Let's start with some big shoulder rolls back. Those shoulders come all the way up to those ears. Roll back, putting a slight pinch in those shoulder blades, and then extend those arms down. You can continue those breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, just setting that mind and body on where we're going to go here. We are going to have a lot of fun today. In the description, I mentioned that it's 1-minute exercises. We won't do anything for longer than a minute. A couple more here. Nice big circles all the way up, back, and down. Let's do one more. All right, shake those arms out for me. Let's get that blood flowing through them. You can even give me some wrist rotations here. Big wrist rotations, a couple in one direction, and then a couple in the other. Again, long arms down by your side, standing straight up. I just want you to take that head and turn it from side to side right here. Side, center, side, and center. Perfect. You guys baseball fans? Have a favorite baseball team? Yes, if you live in St. Louis, you're a Cardinals fan. A majority of us are Cardinals fans. And then right back here to center. Let's go chin to chest. And all the way back. One of these days, I'll teach them sports-themed workout. Chin to chest. And all the way up. I think that's a great idea. Maybe I'll do that next week. Sports theme. Take all kinds of sports and do exercises that mimic those movements in those sports. I may do that. That'd be kind of fun. Chin to chest. And all the way back. All right, meet me right here in the middle. Y'all, this warm-up is feeling good to me. We're going to hinge at that waist. We're going to reach for each other through that screen. Nice, big, long arms. And then take it back and squeeze those shoulder blades. Push and pull. Let's go. Push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. Now, as you push out, you should feel a nice big stretch in the back of those legs, too. Push and pull. Last one here. Push and pull. We're going to continue that range of motion work through that body as we twist now at that waist. Keep those tummies tight to protect that lower back. We're just going to turn that body from side to side now. Side, center, side, and center. You got it. Center. And center. A couple more here. Center, side, and center. One more each side. Really working to twist through that waist. Nice big rotation through that torso. And back to center. We'll go ahead and start tapping those heels now. Start getting that blood flowing through those legs. Warming up those legs a little bit. If you've worked out with me before, you know that I keep my warm-ups pretty much the same. I'll throw in an extra exercise here and there. But we try to keep those warm-ups the same. I like to keep them the same because I want it to be something that you get ingrained in that memory. I want you to remember what we're doing is so that throughout the day, if you need to warm up that body a little bit, you just come right back to this head to toe warm up. We're going to add some big arm swings here. Continue to work the rotation on those shoulders, tapping through those heels. Arms go forward and back. Tapping through those heels. Big, big arm swings. Five, four, three, two. Now I'm going to add some side steps here. So I just want you to step it out to the side. Start opening up those hips a little bit. Big side steps out to the side. You can even add some arm swings. Again, work the rotation on those shoulders. Almost done with this warm-up. You got about 90 seconds left, and then we'll go ahead and get to the real fun stuff. Do you got that chair? Do you got those weights? Cleared out that area around where you're working out to give you lots of space. We're going to take it to 1 minute march right here in 3, 2, and 1. We're just going to march right in place right here. All righty, dighty. 1 last minute of this workout, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. 12 nope, just kidding. Yep, nope, just not. 12 exercises. Trying to do my math. 12 exercises that we are going to do today. You will get every opportunity to do each exercise 2 times. Nothing longer than a minute. All right? That's where we're going. 12 exercises. We focus on strength. We focus on balance. We focus on getting that heart rate up a little bit. We focus on range of motion. There's so many things that we can work on just in this 50 minutes together. So it's pretty awesome, actually. So I guarantee you, when you show up to these workouts, you are really benefiting in a number of different ways. So that is awesome. Stick with me here. Help me actually count this down from 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Shake that out a little bit. Walk it out. Now make sure you're warmed up. That heart rate's come up a little bit. We've warmed up that heart muscle. We've kind of worked through a head to toe warm up. If you need a little extra time to warm those bodies up, hit pause, walk around your room, repeat some of those warm up exercises that we did, and then you can come back to me when you're ready. If you are feeling sufficiently warmed up, I'm going to grab a quick drink, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. First exercise is going to use our weights. So we'll go ahead and grab those weights. Or those soup cans or water bottles or whatever it is that you grabbed. With this exercise, it's a squat to overhead press, all right? So we're going to start with those weights right here on those shoulders. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to sit back into that squat as if there was a chair behind us. We're going to sit back into that squat, and as we stand up, those weights we push to the sky, just like that. Now, let's say overhead is a little uncomfortable for you. You can always squat and press straight out front. All right, 1 minute is the name of the game here. Let's go. Squat to press and press. Take your time. We do not need to rush through these exercises. In fact, on these, the slower you go, the more challenging it is. Squat to press. Sitting back into that squat, pressing those weights up straight overhead, trying to get nice long limbs as we press to the sky. Remember, like I said, nothing's longer than a minute here. We're already 30 seconds in. Squat to press. Squat to press. Sit back into that squat. Press those weights up straight overhead. Let's do 3 more. Squat, press, squat, press. Last one. Squat and press. Relax those arms. Set those weights down. I failed to mention in the beginning, but make sure that you have a space where you can kind of set those weights and pick them back up. We're going to kind of be bouncing back and forth through our exercises here. We're going to stick with 4 exercises at a time, and then we'll repeat them. Our second exercise here, we're just going to isolate those ab and leg muscles, all right? Think about what those muscles are good for. Think about the functional activities that we use those abs, the tummy, and those legs for, because we're going to put those arms right out here at shoulder height. I call these mummy arms, and we're going to high knee it just right here. All right, when you're ready, let's go right here. Keeping those arms out, just using those legs and the muscles in your stomach to pull those knees up right here. Pulling those knees up, tightening those tummies, leaving those arms right at shoulder height. I'm going to give you a little opportunity to shake those bodies out after we get through this. We're already 30 seconds in. Now, if you want to pick up the pace on those, you can. Get that heart rate up a little higher. Let's keep those arms right at shoulder height. Working those shoulders a little bit too, aren't we? Especially after that overhead press. Down to our last 15. Stick with me here. Keep bringing those knees up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, shake it out a little bit. Relax those arms, roll those shoulders back. Nice work. That was exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're going to do a little boxing. You ready for some boxing? All right, I got 4 jabs and 4 jacks for our next exercise. If you need to bring that heart rate down a little bit after those high knees, walk it out a little bit. Take it back to those deep breaths, in through that nose, out through that mouth. Looks like this. We're going 4 front jabs. So with those feet hip width apart, you're just going to punch it out. Now let's be intentional about these punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take that right into 4 jacks. You can do your jacks here, or I'm going to go ahead and take mine to a modified jack here. You pick. 4 jabs, 4 jacks. 1 minute is the name of the game. Are you ready? Make sure you have a little bit of space. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. Count it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2. 15 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And last 4 jacks right here. Relax it out, shake it out. I am going to give you a little bit of time to get that heart rate down just a little bit. Like I said, good way to do that is kind of walk it out. Use that space in your room. Take those deep breaths in through that nose. Exhale it out through the mouth. Take a couple of those. Let that heart rate come down. Roll those shoulders back a little bit. One more exercise in this set before we take it back to the beginning. We're going to do some big step forwards, big step backwards, big step forwards. So what we're going to do is, this is kind of, remember I said I was going to do a sports theme? This exercise kind of mimics throwing. So it looks like this. We're going to step and reach back. Look to those fingertips behind you. And then follow those as we reach forward. All right? We'll stay 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. So we're going to step and reach back. Step and reach forward. All right? 1 minute. I'll split it 30 and 30. We'll go 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. Are you ready? Let's go. Step and reach. Take it back to center. Step and reach. A little bit of balance in there too, right? Step and reach. Good job. Use that chair by your side if you need it. Step back and reach. One more on this side. Step back and reach. Good job. Back to center. Other side now. Let's go. Step back and reach. You got it. It's like you're throwing a ball. Step back and reach. Throw that ball. Step back and reach. Good job. Two more. Step back, big torso rotation, and reach. Last one here. Step back and reach. Great work. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going to go back and repeat those 4 exercises one more time. Remember, I said we had 12 exercises. We'll do each one twice. All right? All right, are you ready? We're going to go through those 4 exercises one more time. The first one incorporated those weights. We did those squat to overhead press. All right, everybody feeling okay? All right, let's do this. Hands on those shoulders. Squat to overhead press. Are you ready? Let's go. Squat and press. Squat. Press. Squat and press. Sit back into that squat and then come up and press those weights up, right up overhead. You can always set those weights down and just use body weight as you squat and overhead press. Halfway done. 30 in, 30 to go. Squat and press. Nice work. Squat and press. Squat. 15 seconds. Stick with me. Squat and press. 2 more. Squat and press. Last one. Squat and press. Great work. Set those weights down. Shake it out. All of these exercises are going to get that heart rate up just a little bit. So take that time to relax those shoulders. Shake it out before we go into our second exercise. Second exercise were those mummy arms with those high knees. Now, again, what we're focusing on here is we're focusing on using the muscles in our tummies to pull those legs up, because we're not using the momentum of our arms because our arms are in mummy position here, all right? So with those arms right up at shoulder height, we're going to take those knees up. Let's go right here. Again, you set the pace on these. If you want to take it up a little bit in that intensity, you can pick up that pace a little bit. 1 minute is the name of the game. Good news is after we get through 2 rounds of each exercise, that exercise is done. I'm not going to lie, this isn't one of my favorite exercises. I think this one's pretty tough. This one's tough for me. We're halfway in, 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. Pulling up those knees, keeping those arms right up at shoulder height. I'll give you some time to catch your breath after these, but stick with me here for the last 15 seconds. Count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Relax those arms. Relax those legs. Walk it out. Let that heart rate come down a little bit. Big breaths in through those noses, out through those mouths. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders back. As we start to fatigue, you might feel those shoulders rolling forward a little bit. Let's really pull them back. Open up that chest. Going into our third exercise. This was our boxing exercise in this particular set. It was 4 jabs, 4 jacks. Again, you pick the pace on these. If you feel like you have a little bit more to give and you want to go a little bit faster than I am, absolutely, by all means, do so. But let's get 4 intentional jabs, 4 jacks, regular or modified. 1 minute. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And jack. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make those punches intentional. 3, 4. Like we have a punching bag right out in front of us. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. Halfway done. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Great work. Shake it out a little bit. Relax it out. One more exercise in this set, then we'll grab a drink and switch it up. 4 new exercises. Let's get through our last one here. That was that one where we were working a little bit of torso rotation, but we are also working some balance as we reach back and then reach forward. We'll go 30 seconds on each side. If you need your chair here, you can always use your chair as you reach back and reach forward. You can use that chair for a little added stability, okay? That's what it's there for. Are you ready? 30 seconds each side. Back and forward. Big step back, reach forward. Let's go. Turn that body. Look at those fingertips and reach. Come back to center. Turn and reach. That was 2. We'll go to 5. How about that? Turn and reach. Big step forward, big step back. All right. This is 3 and reach. 2 more on this side. Turn and reach. Last one here. Turn and reach. All right, get your bearings. We're doing the same thing on the other side now. Let's go. Back and reach. Back and reach for 2. Back and reach for 3. Great work. 2 more. Step back. Step forward for 4. Last one here. Step back and reach. And back to center. Great work. We finished our first 4 exercises. Grab a drink, grab your chair. Our first exercise in set 2 will be your chair, but make sure you walk it out a little bit. Grab a drink. Let that heart rate come down just a little bit. All right, are you ready? Next set of exercises. There'll be 4 of them. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and have a seat in your chair. There's actually, let's see, I'm looking at my exercises here. There's 2 exercises that we're going to use the chair with in this particular round of exercises. The first one are sit stands. We're going to work those legs a little bit again. What we're going to do here is we're going to cross those arms up over our chest right here. We're going to put those feet firmly planted on the ground. We're going to press through our legs, stand up, and then slowly sit back down. All right, now that's the most challenging. You can also put those arms out and do your sit stands here. The other thing is if you need a little bit of guidance with those hands to get in and out of that chair, you can keep those arms here and push yourself up and then back down. I do want a majority of that power to come from your legs, though. I want you to really work. We're working to strengthen our legs in this particular exercise. All right, 1 minute's the name of the game. I'm going to keep my hands here, and let's go. It's just a sit stand. Crossing those arms over that chest or holding those arms right out here at shoulder height is just taking the arms out of it and just isolating the work of those legs. Sit stand, nice and slow. The slower you go on these, the more challenging they are. Halfway done here, 30 in, 30 to go. How you feeling on these? As you stand up, get really straight. Let's stand up and straighten it out. Nice work, 15 seconds left. Pressing through all 4 points of those feet as we firmly press against that ground to stand. One more. And great work. Relax those legs a little bit. First exercise in the books. Go ahead and move that chair when you're ready. We'll step that out to the side. We do not need it for exercise number 2. We'll come back to it for our last exercise in this set. Shake those legs out a little bit. We're going to work a little coordination here for this next exercise. We're going to do some hamstring curls, or another word for them are bum kicks, where we just, I'll show you the side version here, where we just kick those heels right up to our bums. It's not a high march here. We're taking those heels straight up. All right. While we're doing that, you're going to give me arm circles. We'll go 30 seconds forward and then 30 seconds backward. All right. Let's get those bum kicks in here and arm circles right here. So we're kicking those heels up to our tushies and getting those big arm swings in. We'll go 30 seconds forward with these arm swings, and then we'll switch it to 30 seconds back. A little bit of shoulder work here too. Just shake those arms out a little bit if you need a little break here and there. Working those arms and legs at the same time is going to get that heart rate up a little bit too, isn't it? All right, we're keeping those heel kicks or those bum kicks, but we're recalibrating those arms. We're going backwards on those arm circles now. Big circles. Big range of motion on those shoulders. You got it. I know that heart rate's getting up. I'll give you some time on the other side to catch your breath. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Shake it out. You felt that in your shoulders a little bit, didn't you? Gets that heart rate up, works those shoulders a little bit. Yes, absolutely. Relax it out, relax it out. When you're ready, we're going to pick up those weights, but take your time. Let that heart rate come down a little bit. We're going to do some lateral work, so just make sure that that chair is out of the way for this particular exercise. We're going to go ahead and grab 2 weights. All right. Everybody okay? Take those extra breaks as you need them. All right. We're going to widen the stance on those legs. We're going to set those weights right here and hold them just on our chest. This is just to give us a little added resistance. And all we're going to do on this, excuse me, itch. All we're going to do on this is we're just going to shift that weight from side to side. So it looks like this. With that wide stance on those legs, you're just going to shift your weight from side to side. All right, lateral lunge on each side. 1 minute. Let's go. Working those legs, getting a nice stretch on the inside of each leg, nice and slow. Make sure that stance on those legs is pretty wide so we can really get a good range of motion on these. Those weights just add a little bit of resistance. So if it gets to be too challenging, you can always drop those weights and just do that lateral lunge move without the weights. Less than halfway or more than halfway, less than halfway to go. 20 seconds to be exact. Stick with me here. For 3, 2, and 1. Right back to center. Walk those feet in. Set those weights down. That was exercise number 3. One more exercise in this set before we repeat. We are going to use the chair for this next exercise. So when you're ready, I want that chair right out in front of you, just like that. I want you to be behind the chair right here. We're going to do what we call U runs. This is a U around the back of your chair. All right, that forms a U. What you're going to do is you're going to move, shuffle right around. You're going to make a U right around that chair. Now, let me give you a challenge. If you're up for it, you can give me a touchdown in the front. It looks like this. Touchdown, come up and around, touchdown, come up and around. Use that chair for stability. You can kind of feel your way around that chair, doing those U's side to side. You pick the pace on these. Add the touchdown or not. It's up to you. 1 minute. Let's go right here. So we're just making that U, shuffling backwards, sideways, and forward around this chair. Great opportunity for us to really feel comfortable moving in different directions. Now, if you want, you can touch down on the sides here. Otherwise, we're just using that chair to come around the back. We're already over halfway done. Again, you can just stay right here. Take that touchdown out. Shuffle back, sideways, and forward. Back, sideways, and forward. You got it. 15 seconds. Add that touch if you want, right at each corner. Getting that heart rate up a little bit. Listen to that body. For 3, 2, and 1. Great work. I'm going to give you a good minute to let the heart rate come down on that one. We got 1 round of those 4 exercises done. We have 1 more round to go. All right. All right. Feeling good? Grab a drink if you need it. All right. When you're ready and you feel like that heart rate's come down, you can go ahead and have a seat in that chair. Remember, you have that pause button if you need a little extra time before our next round of these exercises. Please listen to your body and take it. Let's keep things safe. I will be right here when you come back to me. All right. You won't miss a beat, I promise. But do listen to that body if you need that extra break. We're going to take these exercises from the top, starting with those sit stands. Remember, you had a couple options. Those arms could be on your chest. Your arms could be out at shoulder height, or you could be guiding yourself in and up out of that chair with those hands on the outside of that chair. All right, you do you. Listen to where you're comfortable. I'm going to be here. 1 minute. Let's go. All the way up, all the way down. Every time we get to the second round of an exercise, we get to put this exercise to bed. So after this last 40 seconds of this exercise, we'll be able to put these sit stands to bed. 4 exercises in each set. We have 1 final set after this. We'll see what we look like time-wise. We're already down to our last 20 seconds of this exercise. Use those legs. Propel yourself up out of that chair and right back down. There's not a better way to practice and get those legs strong. The in and out of the chairs, the in and out of the cars, the in and out of beds. Let's continue to strengthen those legs. 1 more up and down. Shake it out, relax those legs. Those sit stands are done. We're not coming back to those. When you're ready, go ahead and stand up. We'll go to exercise number 2. Remember, with exercise number 2, you don't need your chair. So go ahead and get it out of the way. We'll use that for our last exercise in this set. Hamstring curls with arm circles is the name of the game here. We'll do hamstring curls forward 30 seconds with those shoulders and then reverse for 30 seconds. Are you ready? Let's start with those hamstring curls right here. And arm circles. Only 30 seconds on each side, so we'll go through each way. We'll go 30 seconds forward, 30 seconds backward. If you need to shake out those arms a little bit, stick with those hamstring curls. Shake out those arms, and then you can come back to those arm circles. You set the pace on this. If you want to go a little faster, you can. We're going to go backwards now. Last 30 seconds here. We'll shake out these shoulders when we're done. You guys look great. We're working hard today. I hope you feel it. I feel it. Take breaks as needed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax those shoulders. 2 exercises left in this set. 2 exercises left, and then we're going to actually check our time. All right? All right. Let that heart rate come down if you need to. When you're ready, go ahead and grab those weights. We're going to work those legs a little bit in that lateral lunge. So those legs are nice and wide in that stance. Those weights can rest right here on your chest. If you want to take the weights out and do it without, you can absolutely do that too. We're going to shift that weight side to side. Let's go. That is one of the great parts about doing these workouts from home, is that you can take them at your own pace. You can even spread the workout out for the day, do little bits and pieces here and there. Halfway done with these, just shifting that weight from side to side. Fifteen seconds to go. For 2. Last one here. And up. Walk those feet in. Good job. One more exercise in this set were those U runs around that chair. So go ahead and grab a chair here. Give yourself room. Make sure you have space around all sides of that chair. We're just going to make that U around that chair. Shuffle forward, backward, side, and forward around that chair. Everybody stand up tall for me. Roll those shoulders back. Here we go. Running around that chair. We're shuffling back, side, and forward. Back, side, and forward. Adding that touch down if you feel like accepting that challenge. Listen to your body. If you're not feeling it today, stay up. Stay right here in that U. Just right here. Using that chair to guide you around. Now a challenge would be to take your hands off that chair and shuffle forward, backward, and side to side without using that chair. It's up to you. We're over halfway done here. Otherwise, you can hold on to that chair right here. Just small movements around that chair. 15 seconds to go. And then we're going to go ahead and grab a drink. Great work. One more. And relax. Great work. Go ahead and move that chair out of the way. We'll come back to that for our stretching. We'll come back to our chair for stretching. I'm looking at the time, my friends. It looks like we are just about 40 minutes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick 2 exercises from our last set. So we'll do a total of 10. I'm going to pick 2 exercises from our last set, and we're just going to repeat those two. Two exercises are going to be bicep curls up on tiptoes and jump rope. All right, those are the two exercises. We'll repeat each one 2 times. We'll do each one 2 times, 1 minute apiece. 4 minutes of hard work is what we got left, and then we're going to grab that chair and stretch it out. You on board? All right, I originally said 12 exercises, but we're going to cut it back to 10. We were having so much fun. It took us longer than we thought it was going to take us. So when you're ready, grab those weights. First exercise here is going to be our bicep curl up to tiptoes. So what we're going to do is we are going to come up on those tiptoes as we curl those biceps up and then come right back down. So we come up on those tiptoes with that bicep curl straight back down. Now, if you're not comfortable on those tiptoes, you can always, and bicep curl, you can curl and tiptoe. Curl and tiptoe. You know what? Let's all do that. Let's all do that. Let's bicep curl and then tiptoe, getting up on those tiptoes for that balance. Shoulders back, weights in that hand. 1 minute of work here. Let's go. Curl and up on those toes. Good work. Curl and tiptoe. Curl and tiptoe. Curl and tiptoe. Good job. Nice and slow. Curl and tiptoe. Halfway done. Curl and tiptoe. You got it. Stick with me. Curl and tiptoe. Last one. Curl and tiptoe. Amazing how you can take one exercise and incorporate so many different things into it. We got up on our tiptoes, nice calf raise for the back of our legs, a nice bicep curl for our arms, strengthening those bones and muscles, and then working a little balance also. Great work. Set those weights down. Second exercise in this set will be our final exercise. We'll repeat those one more time, is our jump rope. This is where you grab that imaginary jump rope. Heck, if you're in your house and you have a jump rope and you want to use a regular jump rope, you absolutely can. I'm just going to use my imaginary one, and I'm just going to get up and over with that jump rope. Now, there's lots of different options. You can march it out here. You can step it out to the side. The idea is to just get that jump rope or that imaginary jump rope over our heads, getting up over it with our feet at the bottom. All right? All right, this is where we have fun. 1 minute of work. Let's go right here. Again, you can be right here. You can step it out to the side. You can kick if you want through that jump rope. You can jump. You can march. You can even twist that rope in front of you, but just keep that rope moving right here. Getting up over that rope. You can mix it up. Do whatever you want here, but we're just jump roping it out. Get fancy if you want to get fancy. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. Stick with me here. We're just bringing that jump rope. You can do big jump rope right here if you want. Or you can do little right here. You can cross it in front of you. You can get real fancy. You can up your game right here, or big marches. 10 seconds left. So many different things you can do with your jump rope. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great way to get that heart rate up. That and jumping jacks are two of my favorite exercises. Getting that heart rate up, working that coordination by using those arms and legs at the same time. Woo! We let the heart rate come down just a little bit, don't we? Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're going to get through those 2 exercises one more time, all right? Bicep curls up to those tiptoes, and then our jump rope. 2 minutes of hard work. We'll let that heart rate come down. We'll have a seat and stretch it out. You in it? You in it? You got it? All right, when you're ready, grab those weights. We're going to go back to that bicep curl to tiptoe. Y'all are rock stars. 10 exercises. We cranked through them. Shoulders back. Open up those chests. Look me straight in the eye. Say, I can do this. 1 minute. Let's go. Curl and up on those tiptoes. Curl and up. Nice and slow. Curl and up. Control that bicep and then control up on those tiptoes. You got it. Curl and raise. Curl and raise. 30 seconds. Up on those tiptoes. Curl and tiptoes. You got it. Let's go curl and raise. Curl and raise. Curl and raise. Last one here. Curl and raise. I want you to look at those weights. I want you to tell them thank you for helping you get a good strength workout in today, but we are done with them. 1 minute of those, and then we're going to go right into our 1 minute of our jump rope, and we are done. 1 minute of hard work. We'll let the heart rate come down, and then we'll stretch it out. Are you ready? Grab those imaginary jump ropes, or if you got a real one, grab your real one. We're going 1 minute jump rope in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go right here. Getting up and over that jump rope, getting that jump rope up and over your head, mixing it up if you want. Stepping out to the side, whatever that looks like, kick through it. I don't care how you do it. I want those arms and legs working at the same time. That jump rope is getting up and over. I'll tell you when we're halfway through. You got it. Stick with me here. See how I'm mixing it up? You can cross in front. You can get real tricky with that jump rope. 25 seconds to go right here. This is it. I'm going to let that heart rate come down in 20, and then we're going to stretch it out. You guys have worked so hard. Stick with me to the very end here. Last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tie up that imaginary jump rope. Set it to the side. Tell it you will see it later. But for today, my friends, the hard work is behind us. It's time to stretch it out. Walk it out a little bit. Let that heart rate come down for me before you just kind of plop in that chair. Let's really walk it out if we need to let that heart rate come down. And when you feel like you are a little bit more in control of that breathing and that heart rate, we'll go ahead and have a seat. Grab a drink. We're going to stretch it out in our chairs. That's kind of my treat for you. Of course, you can do these stretches standing as well. Oh, sitting with those feet hip width apart. Roll those shoulders back for me. Give me 5 big shoulder rolls back. Shake out those arms for me. Let's take that right leg and extend it out. Pull that toe towards you. Hinge at that waist and reach for that toe. Nice big stretch in the back of that leg that's long. Let's take that leg and hug it in. Rotate that ankle for me a little bit. And then we'll do that same thing on the other side. Extend that leg out. Hinge at that waist and reach for that toe. Let's stretch those legs out. I'm going to encourage you to do some more stretching throughout the day today. Take these stretches that we're doing here and repeat them a couple times throughout the day. Just continue to keep those bodies warm and stretched out. Great way for us to work on elongating those muscles. Help with some of that stiffness, right, as we try to stretch those muscles out a little bit. Go ahead and hug that leg in and rotate that ankle. And replace that leg back down with those feet about hip width apart, sitting straight up right here. We're going to either take the outside of the leg or the back of that chair. I want you to really stretch out that midsection of that body as we turn to the side and look over that shoulder behind us. Sit up nice and tall for me. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Turn that body, use that leg or the back of your chair. Turn and look over that other shoulder. I want you to really look that direction. Where those eyes go, that body will follow. It'll be a big rotation through that midsection. Come back to center here. Let's take that arm up and over. Nice big stretch down the side. We'll relax that arm down. Do the same thing on the other side. Up and over. And then come right back here to center. Let's finish with some big neck rotations. One big neck rotation in one direction, nice and big, all the way around. And then same thing in the opposite direction. And then come right back here to center. Y'all, we're going to finish this workout the same way we started. 2 deep breaths in through that nose, out through that mouth. Let's go all the way up. Fill up those lungs, in through that nose. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And then exhale it out through your mouth. We'll do a 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale. Let's go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We did it. Clap those hands. You did it. Great work. I will see you next week. Like I said, maybe I'll throw in a themed workout next week. We'll see what I come up with, but you got to show up to be surprised. So have a great day. Absolutely great work. Come back and revisit this one. It's a great mix of really strong exercises, cardio exercises, coordination, balance. That's the kind of stuff that we need. All right. Nice work. I'll see you next time.